Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And we are unpacking this week's comic book order. And today is Tuesday the 8th and November 8th. Remember that everything you see here will go on sale Wednesday, November 9th here at Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And we're going to start with some of the graphic novels and Chotsky that way. We're starting off with a small ashcan edition of the upcoming comic Disney's Gargoyles, issue 1. That'll be out December 7th of this year. But they send us a little ashcan to kind of familiarize us with the story and give us something, I guess, to sell. Next up, we have the graphic novel Pokemon Journeys. And this is volume 4. So for those of you reading that, there we are. The trade paperback Twig from Image came out, and we have those in as well. And I'll put them off to the side. I think we've got kind of one of the absolutes. And then we have from, oh, that's cool how it looks metal. This is the Absolute Dark Knights Metal by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo with a metal-themed library slipcase. Just a wonderful, wonderful presentation on the book. We have some of those for your holiday pleasure. Remember that coming up Black Friday weekend, Fox's always has a sale on our graphic novels and trade paperbacks and some local artists in here on that Saturday. Some of the other Chotsky that came in. Mandalorian Lights. It's USB or battery powered. The lights, we got those in. Those are pretty cool. We got these renewal editions from Marvel. This is the renewal edition of Carnage. Really, really cool. And then we also got in the renewal edition Venoms. And those are pretty saucy as well. We got several of each. So they are out there, just so you know. Now let's get started to the comics, because that's why we're all here. All right. First up, from Image, issue 2 of 3 Keys. From Marvel, we have Amazing Spider-Man, issue 13. And then we have the local comic shop day variant. And the Beyond Amazing variant. Avengers, also from Marvel, issue 62. And we have the Avengers 62 Extreme variant. Marvel, again, with Avengers, X-Men, and Eternals, Axe, Judgment Day, and this is, I believe, Omega, so it is the last one. And there is the Peach Momoko variant for that. From DC, we have issue 12 of Batgirls. And there is your cardstock variant there, and then all November long, each one of the titles from DC will get some 90s throwback variants, and there's the Batgirls, which is just phenomenal, as you can see. Looks very 90s-ish. Also from DC, Batman Incorporated issue 2. And there's your B cover cardstock variant. And not to be outdone in the 90s realm, Batman Incorporated issue 2 with some gold foil. Also from DC, Batman Urban Legends issue 21. And there's one of the variants there. And there's another variant there for Batman Urban Legends issue 21. Also from DC, Batman vs. Robin issue 3. And there's your B cover cardstock variant there. And here's your 90s throwback, which looks very, very close. And then a really cool variant for Batman vs. Robin number 3 right there. In time for the movie of Wakanda Forever, we have from Marvel, Black Panther Unconquered, issue 1. And there's the beautiful variant for that. These variants are kind of hot. A lot of people have been asking for them, so keep an eye out for those. DC brings us issue 6 of Blood Syndicate, season 1, issue 6. Marvel brings us Damage Control, issue 4. DC brings us Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, issue 6. And there is your cardstock variant for Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths issue 6. Let me get the next stack here, because that's what we do. We like to show a lot of comics. Next up from Image Publishing, we have issue 2 of Dark Ride. And kind of a Disneyland gone bad kind of thing. And there's the next Dark Ride. Probably the biggest news, I think, this week, or the biggest release this week, is going to be the 30th anniversary of the death of Superman. And so we brought in all the available covers for that. So there's one of your covers. We have a Jim Lee variant. We have the Funeral for a Friend variant. I think the Dan Mora variant. I think Matina, and this is a die cut. So that's kind of a cool variant there. And then, of course, you can't do this whole release without the black Mylar release. So that's kind of cool. Then you have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is a incentive variant. I think this is the 1 in 25s. It's a foil. And then the 1 in 50s is a black and white sketch. Also from DC, we have the reprint of Detective Comics 38. From Comics Experience Publishing, we have The Disciple, and it is a one-shot. And there is the variant cover. From Image, we have issue 6 of Do a Power Bomb. From Marvel, we have Fantastic Four issue 1. And there's another one of the variants. Just a gorgeous variant there. And then for the comic book artists out there, the blank cover variants. From Boom Studios, we have issue 1 of Firefly, Keep Flying. And a beautiful variant for that book as well. DC brings us issue 3 of the 3 scheduled of Flash, the Fastest Man Alive. From Dynamite, and I know a lot of you have been collecting this, it's on quite a few pull lists. We have issue 2 of Garbage Pail Kids Origins. From Marvel, Ghost Rider issue 8. And there's your issue 8 of Ghost Rider variant cover. From Image Publishing, we have issue 1 of Gospel. From Titan Comics, we have Gun Honey, Blood for Blood, issue 3. And there's usually a saucy variant for that, and this issue is no different. There's your saucy variant for Gun Honey, Blood for Blood, issue 3. DC brings us issue 15 of I Am Batman. And just a fantastic 90s throwback cover for I Am Batman issue 15. If that doesn't say 90s to you, well, then you weren't alive in the 90s. From Image Publishing, you have issue 2 of Kaya. And there is the variant cover right there. Scout Comics brings us Kilchella, issue 1. Image Publishing brings us The Knight and the Lady of Play. From Dynamite, we have issue 3 of Lady Hell. Image Publishing brings us The Least We Can Do, issue 3. And there's the variant cover for The Least We Can Do, issue 3. Very pretty and nice. And let me see, we've got another stack over here. From Marvel, we have Legion of X, issue 7. Dynamite, and this is another one that I think is kind of highly anticipated for a Dynamite title. Issue 1 of Lord of the Jungle. And there is Lord of the Jungle issue 1 variant cover. And Toots cover of the week is going to be that one right there, that variant. And then finally, the Lord of the Jungle sketch cover. Image Publishing is up next with Love Everlasting, issue 4. And there's the variant cover there. From Marvel, we have Marauders, issue 8. From Dark Horse Comics and Patton Oswalt, we have Minor Threats, issue 3. And there's your variant cover there. From Marvel, we have Moon Knight, issue 17. And there's your extreme variant right there. DC brings us Multiversity, Teen Justice, issue 6. Also from DC, The New Golden Age. It's a one-shot. Looks to be kind of a big deal for DC. There is your cardstock variant and your 1 in 25 variant right there. Marvel Comics is up next with a reprint of New Mutants 98. DC Black Label is up next with issue 11 of The Nice House on the Lake. And there's your variant cover for that. Image Publishing is up next with issue 19, the start of a new story arc for Radiant Black. And there is your variant cover for that. Marvel brings us issue 1 of Sabretooth and the Exiles. Image Publishing is up next with issue 6 of Seven Sons. Dark Horse Comics brings us issue 3 of Cullen Bunn's Shock Shop. And then from Image, we have Skybound Presents issue 4, and it's after school. Another one-shot from Image that looks to be pretty interesting. Soldier Stories. And there's your variant cover there. Also from Image Publishing, issue 335 of Spawn. There's the variant cover there. Boom Studios is up next with issue 1 of Specs. And there's your variant cover for Specs, issue 1. And then from Marvel, we have Spider-Man, issue 2, Into the Spider-Verse, issue 2. And there's your Spider-Man, issue 2 variant cover. And then your local comic shop day has that as a variant. And then we have Spider-Man, The Lost Hunt, issue 1. Out this week. And finally, the last stack we have for you is going to start off with Marvel with issue 2 of Star Wars, The High Republic. And there's your Ahsoka variant right there. Image Publishing is up next with issue 5 of Starhinge. And there's the gorgeous variant cover for that. DC brings us the special edition of Death of Superman, issue 75. Also from DC, issue 17 of Superman, Son of Kal-El. And there's the B cover for that. And then your 90s throwback cover right there for issue 17 of Son of Kal-El. IDW is up next with issue 134 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And your Kevin Eastman variant is right there. Also from IDW, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Armageddon Game, The Alliance, issue 1. From Ablaze, we have issue 1 of Traveling to Mars. And there's your variant cover there, and your incentive variant there. Image Publishing is up next with issue 1 of an intriguing title called Two Graves. Cover. Also from Image Publishing, we have issue 4 of Unnatural Blue Blood. From Marvel, we have issue 13 of Venom. And there's your variant edition there of Venom. From DC, another kind of big release for them, Wildcats, issue 1. And there's your B cover. Here is your Stanley Lau Art Germ variant for Wildcats issue 1. And best yet, the 90s foil variant of Wildcats issue 1. And then you have your 1 in 25 variant right there. for those of you who are into the incentive variants. Wolverine, issue 27 from Marvel. There's the variant for Wolverine. DC brings us Wonder Woman, issue 793. There's your B cover cardstock variant. There's your 50th anniversary of Nubia variant. And your 90s throwback Wonder Woman 793 variant. From Marvel, you have X-Men Legends, issue 4. And finally, AWA Upshot, Year 0, Volume 0, issue 2. That looks like all the comics and Chotsky that came in this week. Remember, all these items will go on sale Wednesday, November 9th here at Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. Thanks.